female WWE superstar gives a unique name to her and Jey Uso's duo. It's not Rhea Ripley WWE Superstar. Bayley sent a message to Jey Uso after this week's edition of Monday Night Raw. Both talents were featured in prominent roles on the program. Bayley was involved in a segment with Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax. The irresistible force confronted the newly crowned WWE Women's World Champion before the role model interrupted Jax. Meanwhile, Jey engaged in a promo battle with Gunther, setting up a World Heavyweight title match. At Saturday night's main event, the ring general and main event Jey will lock horns for Raw's top men's title. On X/Twitter, Bayley shared a photo with Jey and came up with a unique name for their duo. Bayley became the #1 contender for the Women's Championship on last week's edition of WWE SmackDown. She won a fatal 4-way match against Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jax, earning a shot at Tiffany Stratton's gold. Vince Russo recently commented on Jey Uso challenging Gunther for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The two will face off on January 25, 2025, in Texas. On Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw, Russo said Jey shouldn't challenge the ring general for the title because the reigning champion had already beaten him twice. This is the equivalent of you say 2 out of 3, and when the guy wins 2, it's like, no, it's 3 out of 5, no, it's 4 out of 7. That's what it is. Here's the bottom line: if he beat Jey Uso twice, there shouldn't be a third time. He beat him twice, bro. There shouldn't be a third time. Jey was recently feuding with Drew McIntyre, whom he beat on Raw's Netflix premiere. The multi-time WWE Tag Team Champion was also involved in the OG Bloodline's rivalry with the Bloodline. On the SmackDown before Raw's Netflix debut, the Usos and Sami Zayn defeated Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. However, Jey wasn't involved in Sikoa's tribal combat against Roman Reigns on the Red Show's Netflix premiere. On January 6, Monday Night Raw debuted on Netflix, and one of the most anticipated matches of the evening was Liv Morgan's Women's World Title defense against Rhea Ripley. Morgan ultimately changed the title to the Eradicator, and the possible explanation for this change has now been made public. WrestleVotes was questioned about Liv Morgan losing the Women's World Championship during a backstage pass Q&A session. WWE had to make space for 4 competitors in the women's title matches at WrestleMania 41. Rhea Ripley was mentioned by WrestleVotes as one of them, and it seems that Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch will be the other 2. As a result, WWE chose to remove Liv Morgan from the title because they didn't have room for her. I think it becomes a numbers thing as we get closer to WrestleMania. 2 world title matches for the women's equals probably 4 participants. They wanted Rhea, obviously, to be one of those. I think Becky and Charlotte are going to be 2 and 3. And I just don't believe they had a spot for Liv there. So they decided to take the title away from her. Becky Lynch recently re-signed with WWE, and fans can expect to see her return to television soon, likely reigniting her feud with Ripley. While the decision to dethrone Morgan may have disappointed some fans, it appears to be a strategic move by WWE as they prepare for their biggest show of the year. The future of Liv Morgan on the Raw brand remains uncertain. Fans are hopeful that WWE will find a suitable program for her on the road to WrestleMania 41, as she undoubtedly deserves a prominent spot on the card.